Happening now, school bus safety cheat sheet and Stop for My Bus campaign. And Attorney General Ford announces the indictment of 6 Nevadans. Plus, Chautauqua County Legislature reveals agenda for upcoming Administrative Services Committee meeting.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us at WNY News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more coming up, but first, Erie County District Attorney John J. Flynn announced that 28-year-old James K. Pardo of Buffalo was arraigned this afternoon before Buffalo City Court Judge Andrew C. Lotempio on one count of gang assault in the first degree, a Class B violent felony. It is alleged that on Sunday, December 3rd, 2023, at approximately 2:30 a.m., the defendant was involved in a group assault of the victim while inside of a bathroom at Club Marcella, located on the 100 block of Michigan Avenue in the city of Buffalo. The male victim, who suffered a gunshot during the attack, was taken by ambulance to ECMC, where he remains hospitalized with serious physical injuries. Pardo is scheduled to return on Monday, December 11, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. for a felony hearing. Lopez and Benitez are scheduled to return on Friday, December 8, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. for a felony hearing. All 3 defendants were held without bail. If convicted of the charge, the maximum sentence is 25 years in prison. DA Flynn commends the Buffalo Police Department for their work in this ongoing investigation. The case is being prosecuted by Chief Eugene T. Partridge III of the Major Crimes Bureau. As are all persons accused of a crime, the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Well, in other news, Lisa Feardsworth, a resident of Olean, New York, has received a concurrent 2-year sentence in the New York State Department of Corrections for convictions of criminal possession of a controlled substance in the 5th degree. The incident, which occurred on or about February 17, 2023 in the town of Allegheny, involved Feardsworth acting jointly and in concert with others. The prosecution argued that she, along with accomplices, knowingly and unlawfully possessed a narcotic drug with the intent to sell. Well, in other news, an illegal outcome stemming from an incident on or about November 29, 2021 in the town of Machias, Dominic Manella, incarcerated at Wyoming County Jail in New York, has been sentenced to 7 years in a state correctional facility. Born on December 20th, 1965, Manella faced charges related to burglary in the 2nd degree for knowingly entering or remaining unlawfully in a dwelling with the intent to commit a crime. The court proceedings determined Manella's guilt in connection to the incident that occurred in Machias, New York. The sentencing includes 7 years of imprisonment, emphasizing the severity of the offense. Additionally, Manella will be subject to 5 years of post-release supervision. Well, in other news, at around 8:10 p.m. on December 6th, officers from the Jamestown Police Department responding to a call near Pendergast Avenue and East 8th Street noticed lights inside a condemned apartment. After completing their initial call, the officers revisited the location to find the lights turned off. Upon investigation, Morgan E. Ryder and Joshua T. Dorsey were discovered inside the condemned apartment. In the process of the arrest, the search allegedly revealed the quantity of fentanyl on Ryder's person. Both individuals were taken into custody without resistance and subsequently transported to the Jamestown City Jail, where they are being held pending arraignment, partly due to prior failure to appear in court. Ryder faces charges of criminal possession of a controlled substance in the 7th degree and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, while Dorsey is charged with criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. The court proceedings are set to take place at the Jamestown City Court. As WNY News Now continues, school bus safety cheat sheet and Stop for My Bus campaign. And later, Attorney General Ford announces the indictment of 6 Nevadans. Stay with us as WNY News Now will be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights. Vests.
Please, give us some room.
Slow down. Slow down and move over.
When you need help,
It's our job
To help you.
to save you.
despite the danger.
This danger.
This danger is real. Do your part.
Please.
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
Move over.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
In a proactive move to enhance school bus safety, the City of Jamestown Police and Jamestown Public Schools have partnered for the Stop for My Bus campaign aimed at curbing the alarming trend of approximately 50,000 cars illegally passing stop school buses in New York State. This month, the City of Jamestown is taking a bold step to address the pervasive issue of dangerous driving around school buses with the introduction of a new safety initiative. In collaboration with Bus Patrol, the campaign equips local school buses with cutting-edge safety technology, including AI-powered stop arm cameras. These cameras efficiently identify the license plates of vehicles that disregard the mandatory halt for school buses, thereby jeopardizing the safety of children. As an integral part of this initiative, the captured video evidence is promptly shared with law enforcement for a thorough review before citations are issued. It is vital to note that passing a stopped school bus is unequivocally illegal in New York State, and all traffic must come to a standstill when encountering a school bus with its red lights flashing. The collaboration aims not only to enforce existing traffic regulations, but also to create a safer environment for students commuting to and from school. Violators of this law face a fine of $250 for a first-time offense. Well, in other news, Nevada Attorney General Aaron D. Ford announced that 6 Nevadans have been indicted due to their actions in the aftermath of the 2020 presidential election. The 6 defendants, who were indicted by a grand jury in the 8th Judicial District Court, falsely portrayed themselves as Nevada's presidential electors in the aftermath of the 2020 election. The 6 individuals have been charged with offering a false instrument for filing, a Category C felony, and uttering a forged instrument, a Category D felony, for offering a false instrument titled Certificate of the Votes of the 2020 Electors from Nevada to the President of the Senate, the Archivist of the United States, the Nevada Secretary of State, and the United States District Court for the District of Nevada. When the efforts to undermine faith in our democracy began after the 2020 election, I made it clear that I would do everything in my power to defend the institutions of our nation and our state, said A.G. Ford. We cannot allow attacks on democracy to go unchallenged. Today's indictments are the product of a long and thorough investigation, and as we pursue this prosecution, I am confident that our judicial system will see justice done. To read the indictments, visit https://ag.nv.gov. Well, coming up next, Chautauqua County Legislature reveals agenda for upcoming Administrative Services Committee meeting. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Catch your first defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and every day. First Defense Weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. Let's take a look at some of the snowfall reports from the past 24 hours with that light snow we had across the region last night and into early this morning. Cattaraugus at 2 inches of snow, Franklinville 1.8 inches, Olean at 1.3, both Cassadaga and Randolph with 1 inch of snow, and here in Jamestown at the Jamestown Airport we picked up a trace of snow. Taking a look at some of the weather headlines now as we head towards the weekend. High pressure building in the region tonight. We'll maintain dry weather for both Friday and Saturday with more sunshine tomorrow and Saturday as compared to the last few days where we just had a lot of clouds socked in across the region. High temperatures tomorrow should make it into the upper 40s if not the lower 50s, and then on Saturday we continue to warm up with high temperatures on Saturday making into the 50s and maybe get close to 60 in some spots. And then a low pressure system is going to move across the region late Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. That's going to bring widespread rain and some windy conditions to the region on Sunday. Later on Sunday, a cold front's going to move through the region and it's going to set up for the potential for some lake effect snow early next week, while also knocking the temperatures back down from the 40s and the 50s back down into the 30s. Here's the almanac for today. Made it to a high of 32 degrees yesterday in the city of Jamestown. Our low was 24. The records for today: the record high 69 set back in 1998, the record low of -4 set back in 1926. Let's time out future scan through the overnight hours tonight and into the day tomorrow. We'll call tonight mostly cloudy skies with some partial clearing possible. We'll start the day off tomorrow with some clouds, but future scan is showing that we break out into partly, if not mostly, sunny skies tomorrow afternoon before those clouds begin to increase late tomorrow afternoon and once again into the overnight hours of Friday and into early Saturday. Saturday will be another mainly dry day, although there might be more clouds around on Saturday as compared to tomorrow, where we should see more sunshine. Here's your full forecast for your Friday. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a bit warmer, temperatures making it into the upper 40s, if not a few lower 50s across parts of the region, with a south wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. And the rest of that 7-8 outlook powered by Ultimate Solutions. So Saturday, more clouds than sunshine. Temperatures make it into upper 50s, again, if not a few lower 60s possible. On Sunday, we bring in widespread rain and windy conditions. High temperatures occur early on in the day before a cold front begins to approach the region later on in the day. High temperatures on Sunday should be in upper 40s to lower 50s. Headed into early next week, we're back down into the 30s with a chance for some lake effect snow early on next week. Could see a few inches of snow Sunday night and into early Monday as colder air begins to filter into the region and then some lake effect snow begins to set up.
Andrew, thank you. Well, the Chautauqua County Legislature has unveiled the agenda for its upcoming Administrative Services Committee meeting scheduled for December 11, 2023 at 5 p.m. The proceedings will be live streamed on YouTube from the legislative chambers in the Jurassic Office Building in Mayville, New York. The agenda encompasses several important items, including the approval of minutes from the previous meeting held on November 6, 2023. Among the notable points to be discussed are a proposed resolution to amend the 2023 budget for equipment purchases, a motion to extend apologies to the Health Communities Alliance and Strong Starts Coalition, and various other matters open for consideration. Additionally, the agenda includes proposed resolutions addressing the distribution of mortgage taxes and quitclaim deeds, indicating a diverse range of topics to be addressed during the committee meeting. The Chautauqua County Legislature invites public participation through the privilege of the floor segment, allowing individuals to address the committee. The meeting promises to be a significant platform for discussing and deciding upon key issues that impact the community. The live stream will be available on YouTube from the legislative chambers in the Jurassic Office Building in Mayville, New York. Well, coming up next, Hypnotic Clambake award-winning band set to Mesmerize.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza. Yes.
Make a plan today.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
WNY News Now recently caught up with Maury Rosenberg, the band director, accordionist, keyboardist, and pianist, and lead vocalist of the eclectic and genre-bending Hypnotic Clambake. Originally from Long Beach, New York, Rosenberg graduated from Berklee College of Music in Boston, later collaborating with luminaries like Yo-Yo Ma and Glenn Dixon. Hypnotic Clambake, currently based in the New York State area, boasts an award-winning lineup, including Joanne Vaccaro, Chris Reynolds, Tim Hull, and Mark Phillips. The band is set to grace the stage at Abilene Bar and Lounge on December 15, 2023, promising a wildly good time in the intimate venue near the Liberty Pole.
Danny Douche is the owner. He's a very nice man, and it's a cool little kind of like venue here in Rochester, New York, across from the Harrow East Ballroom, and we're going to have a kind of a power horn section in there with Bill Tiberio on sax and clarinet, and Darren Miller on alto, Rick McRae on trombone, and we've also introduced upright bass into the group, a guy by the name of Andrew Martell. He's from Los Angeles. He's relocated to Rochester. He's a great upright bass player, along with Chris Reynolds playing guitar, Joanne Vaccaro on guitar, myself on accordion. You know, it's getting so big, I think I'm forgetting musicians. So if I forgot anyone, my apologies. The 15th of December, Abilene Bar. It's near the Liberty Pole. It's a cool venue it's a very intimate venue, but it's I think it'd be a nice venue if you haven't heard the group. Come on down and check it out. It's also my birthday bash, so.
Expressing his admiration for Western New York's musical fervor, Rosenberg reminisced about the region's beauty and its profound influence on Hypnotic Clambake, a band that has made its mark on Western New York since the early 1990s.
And if people want to find us, they can go to hypnoticclambake.com. We have music available at the site. If you have any questions, you can always send a question to the website and we'll get back to you. But in general, I love Western New York. I don't think there's a better place to make music in this country. And I'm glad I live in Western New York. So we appreciate you coming to Hypnotic Clambake shows, and I look forward to playing for you all. And from Hypnotic Clambake to everyone out there, we love you and look forward to seeing you at the next show.
Well, that's going to be it for us today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. We're also on Channel 716 on Roku and at Channel716.com. Thank you for watching.